And welcome. This is Robert Henry from the Survival Report. Wanted to do a little public video. We've been doing a lot of training videos, weapons related stuff, and ground fighting and various things like that we've been putting on our website at survivalandpreparedness.com in the registered members section, and that as well too. One thing, unfortunately, I don't watch a lot of other YouTube videos and that. But one came across my way here not too long ago, and a fellow was pretty adamant about his way of shooting being the only correct way to shoot. And I wanted to address in this video why the way he was showing isn't necessarily always the correct way. It's like anything else with training. Never say never, never say always. Things that sometimes you learn early on, with say, kindergarten, first or second grade, as far as your weapons training or other types of training or information goes. Later on, you have to kind of unlearn that, and that might just be the case with what happened with this fellow's video. I don't know. I'm not going to mention who it was or any sort of thing like that. This isn't to gig him or to build myself up or any kind of Bravo Sierra like that. This is just that, because you see a lot of military folks, especially Marines and things like that, that trained in a lot of BRM, basic, rifle marksmanship and that, doing this. And it's not a problem when you're doing, Olympic style, standing shooting, offhand, all that good stuff. But when you start working corners and different things like that, working inside buildings, it can become a problem, and we'll show you that here. First and foremost, we're being real safe today. This is a rubber AK. This is not a real AK. You can see the barrel bends, all that good stuff. So, okay, and we're dealing with a lot of wind here today, so I apologize for the pause there. If we have some more problems with the wind, we'll have to stop it again. We want the audio to be good, obviously, on this and other videos as well. So what you see a lot, and again in this video in question, the fellow was saying the only correct way to shoot a rifle was, and he assumed just like your classic, BRM type standing stance. He had the elbow up here, he had the feet apart, and kind of was blading his body and things like that. He had the elbow tucked in. Okay, there's nothing necessarily wrong with that as far as from a simply an accuracy, I'm standing in an open field and there's a deer that's obviously not going to shoot back at me 100 yards away and I need a really tight stance, approach to shooting. There's nothing wrong with that whatsoever. Again, never say never, never say always. The problem is going to come up is when he's working in tighter environments and he's doing this. This is a chicken wing, okay? This is a chicken wing. And this is what we call it in training and things like that. And what will happen is your wing will get clipped. Okay, there's no nicer way to say that. You'll get your elbow shot off. Okay. Also, this bladed stance like this with the elbow tucked in here isn't a bad deal. What you're doing is you're making kind of a shelf, to rest and support the front of the rifle. It's a very accurate stance without a doubt. The problem comes is just like Weaver style pistol shooting, which is very similar to that, okay, and stance and that, is when you have to start moving and things like that. All right, and then of course here too, the biggest problem with this BRM, standing stance like this is of course the chicken wing. All right, and what we're going to do is we're going to show you why here in a second. We brought this down. This is going to simulate a corner of a building or something. Okay. And because, you're not always just going to be shooting at, out in the open at that deer that doesn't shoot back 100 yards away, right? You might have to actually do some, like, real defensive type shooting in that. And you even see, like, the Cool Daddy IPSC and IDPA guys that shoot the tactical rifle matches. You see that a lot, too, is the guy will come around the corner and he's got the wing up. And you'll see in just a second, we'll back the camera up and we'll allow you to see what the perpetrator, what the bad guy would see on that side of the corner, okay? Because the first thing he's going to see is that wing, and that's the first thing he's going to shoot at. And anybody who's done a fair amount of training, especially in like force on force type stuff, be it with airsoft or the Code Eagle bullets or simunitions or whatever, in a CQB environment, you'll realize that you know, you see that stuff all the time. You see the elbow, you see the person who you know, maybe is blading his body still. You'll get a shot at his foot, something like that. You know, you have to keep things in a little bit tighter when you start working in buildings and around corners and that. So we'll take a look at it here. Now, like I said, the problem is you're going to see that chicken wing first, and that's going to be the first thing you're going to see and be able to shoot. The easiest way to learn this is find a corner or make a little backstop, not backstop, but a little fake corner like this here, and practice this with another person. And the other person's going to stay on that side, okay, like he's the perpetrator, the bad guy, whatever, and he's going to call out what he sees as soon as you expose something. And we're going to have the camera girl do that right now as well too, is when the first thing she sees, first body part of mine, first thing she sees, the gun, whatever it is, she's going to start calling out. She's going to say what she sees, and you'll be able to see it as well in the camera. So first we'll do it with the official, this is the only way to shoot, you know, internet expert guys, chicken winging. All right, so we'll look at it first like that. And again, camera girl, I want you to call out what you see first. So I'm here. I'm behind the cover, I'm behind the corner, whatever. I'm coming around to check, maybe it's my house in the middle of the night.
Elbow, arm.
Okay, and you can see it in the camera well?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, again. Maybe that's
elbow. Elbow, arm.
Okay. Problem, huh? Yeah, duplicate it at home. You'll see what I'm talking about. That comes up all the time, all right? It's very prevalent with folks that have had, you know, the basic rungs of military training, but maybe not perhaps any advanced CQB working in houses type thing, is they've learned that, you know, you assume the classic, you know, Olympic style shooting position here, standing, you know, and you're fully erect and all that good stuff, and your body's bladed, and you pull the elbow in tight. And again, there's nothing wrong with that for simple accuracy-based training. The problem is, if that's the only way you ever train, you're going to come around that corner in the middle of your house, okay, in the middle of the night like that, and somebody's going to shoot your darn elbow off. Okay, so what can we do to maybe change that? Okay, again, camera girl, call out the first thing you see.
Okay. Your head and the rifle.
And the gun.
Yeah.
Okay, so what did we do there? We compressed everything in a little bit. We chopped the wing off, right? We pulled the wing in like this. Can you shoot accurately like this? You're damn right you can. Okay, there's nothing inaccurate about a solid CQB stance like that. I've shot, you know, 200-300 yards at various classes and that with the CQB stance. You can do it. Okay, it's not that you have to go, okay, wait a second, I'm outside of 5 yards. Now I have to go to Plan B, which is my Super Olympic Cool Daddy stance that I learned once 500 years ago in basic rifle marksmanship and basic training. You can still shoot fairly accurately at fairly long distances with a CQB type stance. And again, what we're doing there is we've tucked the wing in, okay, so the wing isn't getting shot at first, and you know, everything else is compressed in, and we're squaring up with our cover. Now that doesn't mean we have to be right here at our cover. We never want to crowd our cover if we can. But again, let's look at the difference. First will be chicken wing, internet special from the guru, this is the only way to shoot guy.
Elbow, arm.
Okay.
Rifle.
Okay. You're going to have to expose something going around that corner. Okay. The question is it your elbow and half your body while you still can't see a damn thing and getting it shot off? Or is it going to be, hello, boom, boom, where you can take your shots? All right. You want to expose the business end of your weapon, and you know, obviously you'll have to expose a little bit of your head first, all right, because as soon as that pops over, I'm taking my shots. Right here, it's a long time before I can take my shots. Okay, so we're kind of running out of time. Just wanted to cover that real quick. We'll put this up both on our forums, and this will also be a public video on YouTube. We're doing a few more of the training videos and making them private to where they're only available on the forum. So if you're looking at the channel and you're going, Oh, they don't have a lot of new stuff up lately. We actually do. You just have to go to our forum to see it. It's all free, guys. There is no strings attached and, you know, and nonsense like that. It's all free. You just have to go to the forum to see it. There's plenty of reasons, you know, if you use your noggin, why somebody would do things that way. Okay, so you don't need to, you know, post comments about that. Just think about it. Anyways, you can see those at survivalandpreparedness.com. Again, survivalandpreparedness.com. Just get on there, you know, hook up on the forum and that, and you'll see there's a whole section with registered members where you can see all the videos and things like that. That's where we're going to be doing more and more videos like this. For Robert Henry and the Survival Report and survivalandpreparedness.com, we thank you for watching, and have a good time in the new year.